Hello students. So today our topic of discussion is medical termination of pregnancy MTP. Then we'll study about the sexually transmitted diseases and infertility and the methods to cure infertility. Okay. So first of all we have to study about the medical termination of pregnancy, which is also called MTP. Now what is it? The intentional or voluntary termination of pregnancy is called medical termination of pregnancy or induced abortion. Okay, intentionally means it is known. Willingly, if a pregnancy is terminated, means in simple word aborted, then that is known as medical termination of pregnancy or induced abortion. Induced means deliberately if someone abort the child. Then in India, 45 to 50 million MTPs occur per year all through the world. So you can just imagine the scenario, and most of them are basically for female feticide or for the criminal cases. Then though this MTP results in the decrease in population size, but obviously it is not a means for curbing the population. Means MTP cannot be considered as a method to reduce the population. Now to accept or legalize is debated due to emotional, ethical, religious and social issues. Means the MTP has to be the permission has to be taken, and it is not yet legalized. Means it is not there is no any enforcement of the law or something like that one cannot abort the child if one wants. Okay. And why it is not legalized? Because of the emotional, ethical, religious and social issues. For example, if a law is made that no one has to abort their child if it is fit and fine, isn't it? But you can imagine the cases of rape where it is not required. Okay, it is it has so many emotional and ethical and religious and social issues are all related to those events. So that is why it becomes obligatory for a woman to undergo MTP. So this means that this law, like amniocentesis, is under the strict provision of law that permission must be taken before it has to be done, but it's not so in case of MTP. Okay. Then Government of India has legalized in 1971 with strict restrictions to check indiscriminate and illegal feticide. Only in the case if the female feticide is done or something which is illegal, then only restrictions are put on it. Otherwise, everyone is not enforced by the law to not undergo MTP. Okay, so Government of India has legalized, means MTP is legalized, but amniocentesis is not legalized. Then MTP is get rid of the unwanted pregnancy due to unprotected intercourse. Why it is done? In most of the cases, it is due to get rid of the unwanted child due to the unprotected intercourse. If in case the couple is not ready for a child or for second or other child, so they can just undergo MTP. Or to get rid of unwanted pregnancy due to failure of contraceptive. Okay, if they had used certain methods like we have discussed yesterday, if those methods, anyhow we have already seen that those methods are not 100% effective. Okay, and those are reversible, but the 100% or 100% effectiveness was only tubectomy and vasectomy. Rest all had the chances of failure. So in case those contraceptive fails, then unwanted pregnancy can be prevented by MTP. Then in case of rapes, you all know, then in case of that pregnancy which may be fatal to the mother or to the fetus, sometimes what happens is, like, if the condition get worse and there is a chance of there's a chance of harm to either mother or to the fetus or to both, then in that case also the doctor may advise to get that child aborted so that the mother can be saved. Okay. Then this method is safe within first trimester, that is within the 12 weeks. Second trimester abortions are riskier. So this is the most important line, and it's frequently being asked that what is the safe limit of days within which MTP can be carried out. So that is within the first trimester. Trimester we have already studied means 3 months, or in terms of weeks if we are talking, it is 12 weeks. Okay, so if you can write 3 months, you can write first trimester, or you can write 12 weeks, all are correct. And the abortions in the second trimesters are quite risky, because by that time we have studied that so many organs and so many physiological changes had already taken place in the fetus body, isn't it? So, and the fetus has grown to a considerable size, so it is not easy to remove that baby if it is in the second trimester age. Then illegal, unqualified quacks, unsafe and fatal, avoided by counseling. Illegal, unqualified quacks, unsafe and fatal, avoided by counseling means that what happens is that sometimes due to some social issues the people approach, or not only social issues, there are so many cases in which people deliberately want the child to be aborted. So all those are what? Those are illegal, means without the consent of the mother the baby cannot be aborted, isn't it? Then if it is also, this should be done under the strict provision of qualified doctors and nurses, like we have studied about contraceptives also, that the advice and the surgical method should be under qualified doctors and nurses. Same is the case with the MTPs, that the team should be qualified, otherwise it could prove fatal for both the mother and obviously the baby will die. Then the misuse of amniocentesis followed by MTP should be avoided. I already told you that amniocentesis is what? Testing of the amniotic fluid around the baby to check the sex of the fetus. If it is female, then especially in India, in major part of the India, female feticide is being carried out to kill the female fetus within the womb, to abort the female child. So that is called female feticide. Okay, so this should be strictly prohibited, and it is strictly prohibited in India. So that was MTP or abortions. Now next topic of discussion is sexually transmitted diseases, STD. Remember, you should know the full form of all the abbreviations because it's been asked. Okay, now what is STD? Diseases or infections which are transmitted through sexual intercourse are called sexually transmitted diseases, or venereal diseases, or reproductive tract infections. Okay, so STDs are what? Those are diseases or infections which are transmitted through sexual intercourse. So they can be called STD, sexually transmitted disease. They can be called VD, venereal diseases. They can be called RTI, reproductive tract infections. Okay, for example, gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, chlamydiasis, genital warts, trichomoniasis, hepatitis B and HIV. Okay, most of them are caused by microorganisms. Okay, so there are so many diseases, sexually transmitted diseases, which can be by, like trichomoniasis is what? It is a fungus. Okay, hepatitis B and HIV. HIV is what? Human immunodeficiency virus. Both these are viral diseases. Okay, gonorrhea, syphilis, these all are bacterial diseases. Okay, so these diseases, you have to learn the name of these diseases which are sexually transmitted. Okay, HIV you all must be knowing. HIV causes AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. What is actually AIDS? Acquired means it is acquired during the lifetime. Immunodeficiency means the deficiency of the immune system. That means this virus, this HIV virus, what it does is it weakens the immune system of our body. And so what happens is that if the immune system becomes like what is happening in case of COVID-19, same more or less the same thing, but the only difference between HIV and COVID virus is what? Coronavirus is that it is sexually transmitted, but coronavirus is not sexually transmitted. It's not an STD, isn't it? So that different, but you can correlate both these viruses, that in that case also it attacks those whose immunity is weak. And in HIV what happens? The HIV virus weakens the immune system of the body, and this weak immune system results a person to catch all sorts of diseases which otherwise he could have been recovered from. That means if a person is having cough and cold, normal person, then obviously he will be recovered, isn't it? If he is having coughing, he is having sore throat, he is having fever, then obviously after 2 to 3 days we all get well, we all get recovered. But in case of AIDS, what happens is our immune system day by day becomes so weak that all sorts of diseases, be it tuberculosis, be it fever, coughing, anything, ठीक है, जो आसानी से क्योर हो सकते थे डिज़ीज़, वो भी डिज़ीज़ जो है वो बहुत बहुत दिनों के लिए उस पर्सन को हो जाएंगे. और बिकॉज ऑफ द accumulation or the collection of the diseases, the person will ultimately approach to his death. That is why AIDS is not a disease, it is a collection of disease, and the collection of disease is called syndrome. ठीक है, so that is why AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, not a disease. Why? Because AIDS is not a particular disease, but it shows the symptom of a collective symptom of a number of diseases owing to the weak immunity of a person because of the HIV virus. ठीक है, तो एड्स में क्या होगा कि उसका इम्यून सिस्टम HIV वायरस क्या कर देता है? वीक कर देता है, जिसकी वजह से उस इंसान को बहुत सारी बीमारियां लग जाती हैं और वो धीरे धीरे डाई कर जाता है. ठीक है, सो दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ अ सिंड्रोम बिकॉज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ डिजीज. एनीवेज, now what is the mode of transmission of hepatitis में क्या होगा? hepatitis virus what it attacks our liver. ओके, हेपेट वर्ड जब भी आएगा तो उसका मतलब क्या होगा? इट इज़ रिलेटेड टू लिवर, एंड यू ऑल नो लिवर इज़ द लार्जेस्ट एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट ग्लैंड इन आवर बॉडी, इजंट इट? तो HIV virus attacks our white blood cells, lymphocytes and all, but hepatitis virus it attacks our liver. ठीक है, so that is also sexually transmitted disease. Now what are the mode of transmission of STDs? Number one, which you all must be aware of, sexual contact with the infected person. Number two, sharing of injection needles, those who take drugs and all. Number three, sharing the unsterilized surgical instruments, again the same. Number four, transfusion of the blood from infected person to healthy person. That is why before blood transfusion the blood is checked for each and everything, and if the person is fit and fine, the blood is fit and fine, then only it is transfused into other patient. ठीक है, then STD can also transmit from infected mother to fetus through the placenta. ठीक है, placenta is a boon, plus it is harmful also for in some cases, because the drugs I told you yesterday that there are some drugs that can pass through the placenta and cause harm to the baby. That condition was called teratogenesis. Like फोकोमिलिया we had discussed yesterday. तो फोकोमिलिया क्या था कि जो आर्म्स लिम्स होंगे उसके आर्म्स और फीट वो क्या होंगे? डिफॉर्म्ड होंगे. जो फीटस पैदा होगा, जो बेबी पैदा होगा, उसका हाथ पैर कैसे होंगे? अजीब से होंगे. ठीक है, तो वो क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो उसकी प्रेगनेंसी के टाइम उसकी मदर ने अगर कोई ऐसा ड्रग्स लिया हो, ठीक है, जो कि हाई डोज का हो या हाईली टॉक्सिक हो, ठीक है, नशे वाला हो, तो उससे क्या होता है कि हार्मफुल साइड इफ़ेक्ट पड़ता है. क्यों? क्योंकि प्लेसेंटा के थ्रू ये बैरियर को क्रॉस करके ड्रग्स जो है वो बेबी को हार्म करते हैं. तो इस टेराटोजेनिक चाइल्ड कहते हैं इसको, एंड द प्रोसेस इज टेराटोजेनेसिस. ठीक है. तो फ्रॉम इन्फेक्टेड मदर टू फीटस दिस वायरस, दिस डिजीजेस, दिस माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन pass through. That means if a pregnant mother is having AIDS, there is full chances that his or her baby would be HIV positive. ठीक है. Then except hepatitis B, genital herpes and HIV infections other are curable. ठीक है. बाकी जितने भी हमने गोनोरिया, सिफिलिस, क्लेमाइडियासिस, ट्राइकोमोनियासिस, क्योंकि ये फंगल और मोस्टली बैक्टीरियल डिजीज़ हैं, तो हम लोग इसको मेडिसिन से क्योर कर सकते हैं. लेकिन हेपेटाइटिस, जेनाइटल हर्ब्स एंड HIV इन्फेक्शंस आर मोस्टली नॉट क्योरेबल. उनको ट्रीट नहीं कर सकते. एंड एड्स, यू ऑल नो इट इज़, यू ऑल मस्ट बी नोइंग इट्स, यू आर वेल अवेयर ऑफ इट. नाउ देयर आर सम सिम्टम्स विच आर विजिबल ड्यूरिंग if a person is suffering from STD, like number 1, itching, fluid discharge, slight pain and swelling in the genital region. Number 2, STDs remain asymptomatic in female and remain undetected for long. ठीक है. STDs जो है वो हो सकता है कि a female is suffering from sexually transmitted disease, बट चूँकि कोई सिम्टम प्रेजेंट नहीं होता है इसलिए ईजिली वो डिटेक्ट नहीं हो पाते in females. Then in the later stage it may lead to pelvic inflammatory diseases, abortion, stillbirth. stillbirth का मतलब क्या होगा कि मरे बच्चे जो पैदा होते हैं उनको stillbirth कहते हैं. ठीक है. ectopic pregnancy. What is ectopic pregnancy? हमने पढ़ा है कि फर्टिलाइजेशन जो है वो फैलोपियन ट्यूब में होता है, लेकिन फैलोपियन ट्यूब के अलावा कहीं और अगर फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है फैलोपियन ट्यूब में, और उसका जो इम्बेडिंग है वो कहाँ होगा, यूट्रस की वॉल में, इन द एंडोमेट्रियम लाइनिंग ऑफ द यूट्रस. ठीक है. 2 पोजीशन फिक्स्ड है कि फर्टिलाइजेशन कहाँ होना है, फैलोपियन ट्यूब में, और इम्बेडिंग जो है, इम्प्लांटेशन जो है वो कहाँ होना है, यूट्रस की एंडोमेट्रियम लाइनिंग में. ठीक है. लेकिन कभी कभी क्या होता है कि ड्यू टू some side effects or due to any reason, if the zygote is not fertilized in the fallopian region, in the isthmus region, या उसका implantation कहीं और हो गया other than the uterus, suppose fallopian tube में ही कभी कभी implant, कभी कभी नहीं, बहुत rare condition होती है, तो मान लो कि प्रेगनेंसी के टाइम जो है वो जो इम्प्लांटेशन है वो सपोज फैलोपियन ट्यूब में ही हो गया, तो वो क्या हो गया, एबनॉर्मल कंडीशन हो गई ना, क्योंकि उसको डेवलप करने के लिए यूट्रस चाहिए, फैलोपियन ट्यूब नहीं चाहिए. तो इस प्रेगनेंसी को क्या बोलते हैं, एक्टोपिक प्रेगनेंसी, जो कि बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो सकती है. तो ये कब होता है, इन केस ऑफ सीवियर केसेस ऑफ STDs. ठीक है. देन इनफर्टिलिटी, और इवन इनफर्टिलिटी मीन्स द वुमन मे become permanently sterile and may not be able to reproduce, or even cancer in the reproductive tract. ठीक है. कैंसर, क्योंकि कुछ बैक्टीरियाज और कुछ वायरसेस क्या होते हैं, कैंसर कॉजिंग भी होते हैं. ठीक है. कुछ ट्यूमर कॉजिंग होते हैं, तो इसलिए जो होता है कि अर्ली में उस एसिम्प्टोमेटिक रहता है, डिस्कवर नहीं हो पाएगा कि वो द वुमन इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम STD, बट लेटर ऑन वो इस तरह इतना बढ़ जाता है कि इतने सारे डिजीज़ेस उसको हो सकते हैं. पेल्विक इन्फ्लेमेटरी मीन्स पेल्विक रीजन में उसको इन्फेक्शन हो सकता है. ठीक है. सो दीज ऑल कैन रिजल्ट, दीज ऑल आर द सिम्टम्स इन अर्ली स्टेजेस ऑफ STDs. And how can we prevent it? By avoiding sex with unknown partners or multiple partners, always using condoms during coitus, all sorts of contraceptives. Okay. In case of doubt, we can consult a doctor for early detection and getting complete treatment for diagnosed disease. If somebody is suffering from it, these things should not be hidden. Okay. It should be immediately it should be kept in the concern of the particular doctor. It should not be hidden because it may lead to the death of a person. So, but most of the people in the society, what they do is we actually start hiding these things. Okay. Thinking that it's so shameful. Okay. But it can happen without means due to unhygienic conditions also they may result it. So the person may immediately approach to a particular doctor. So these are the STDs. Okay, so what is STD, what are examples of STDs, symptoms and prevention. This whole topic is very important.